Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack and we still are talking about this SBI because every time there's something pointed out there is a new kind of mutation in all of this madness. So you have this one from Hirsche. Tiger Natch has done some digging on a sweet baby style company pushing DEI and receiving Canadian government funding called Pixels. Their name will likely already be familiar to a lot of people who were watching this stuff happen in 2013 and 2014. No, honestly, I never heard from them. To add this, to add to his some thread, here's the program. So you have this screenshot working with a team of anti-racists. So racist, feminist. So oh man, and the PDF file called. Just look what nonsense they keep adding. To the spirit is the push for degeneracy. So yeah, and more. And more. They have new layers to add. Researchers and community organizations this study tries to better understand the existing equity. Yeah, ADI. Yeah, look how even they are rephrasing the words. DEI didn't earn it. It's what it means. They didn't earn it. This shit, and they are still pushing for the nonsense. This is what it is. And we are going scrolling down there. Here's a funding link showing it was given funding from the Canadian government. Funding $448,000. Canadian dollars or US dollars? Well, it's Canadian, but I know someone can point out that they exchanging no money. I want to know if that money is just referring to Canadian dollars because I think it's just a little less than the US dollar, but still, that's a lot of money. To diversity hires from a useless college with a useless degree. College is a fucking scam. It's just nonsense. And I would love to see those colleges in the US and Canada just going bankrupt faster. And the best way to bankrupt them faster is when the pendulum swing. They don't hire these idiots because they are incompetent. And they have actual evidence. They don't even need to pull the like my safeguard that these are woke idiots. And I don't want them. You just need to point out that they are incompetent. They are not productive. They only like to build a signal and start drama, and this is what it shows. And just to continue with the thread, Sandra Jefferson is listed as an applicant on this list in bold. Who is Sandra Jefferson? A narco-feminist, of course. Look at the fucking eyes. Why is always that they have this in the eyes that one mid closing that they is just not not looking. I don't know. It's like the shining in the eyes is just gone, and then the other one is just exalted, like it was is about to go into display a stroke, something like that. So here's a paper she wrote on the anarchist feminist analysis of power, and it says intersectionality theory, Green Show, 1989. Ugh. Oppression can be defined as illegitimate institutionalized power that allows certain groups to exercise dominance over others. Oh, so you mean feminism endorsing the discrimination against men? Yeah, I could agree with that, but they're not going to allow that. These are some of the axes along which oppression takes place. Gender. Women oppressing men through affirmative action and their right to vote. I'm not going to stop saying that. Race. So endorsing people based on their skin. and accusing other ones of being racist when they don't even do anything. That's pretty racist to me, you know? That's why it's circle jerking with that word. Color of their skin, age, ethnicity, language, ancestral origin. So you are just saying that, yeah, we need to look the background of who are the, if he descends from slave owners, because we are going to rip off again. Oh man, going backwards is what it is. Sexual orientation, sexual practices. I'm very concerned with those two mixed in the same paragraph. Religion. I know you like to shit on Catholics and Christians, but well, I see if you fucking feminists bitching about men struggles snuggling women, but you are not going to call out Muhammad for doing that in Europe. I saw one of those feminists in Spain that really pissed me off with that one. Even a woman got a note and she was pointed out this fucking stupid feminist that yeah, you are just saying men evil, but you are not saying nothing about the illegals from Mohammed that don't eat ham and pork. Ah, fucking nonsense. That's why I hate feminism. It's a fucking cult, and they behave as such. Indigenous person, refugee. So you get to deal with all of this, and just a reminder that yeah, you have this. This is the one because she went to the conference and the game developers conference, the one where they were reading, and it's fucking hilarious because yeah, she posted this about a week ago. I decided to look at the presentation GC and had one in particular stood out to me. This led me down to a rabbit hole that honestly is too big for me. And just again, I started seeing Marxism, Leninist observation in content I enjoy. I am also tired of supposed anti-communist political figures ignoring one of the main targets Western revolutionaries have. And then, so honestly, this is what it is. Tiger Match did some digging here. I also tired of supposed anti-communist political figures ignoring one of the main targets Western revolutionaries have. My hope with the post is show gamers how this single seed of subvention that was planted over a decade ago, how much it has grown. So sadly, it's the reality that the gamers, the consumers, let it grow, and it's too late for saving that industry. But that pisses me off is that they want to not let you go on that industry, despite that you can actually stop buying, but they are going to force you to end up buying anyway, because in some indies they are just walks too, and the problem is they are weaponizing the payment processors. They are helping these fucking payment processors in California to censor what everyone wants to buy. That's what it is. It's subversion. At this point, you can go back to the past, sail the seven seas, and salvage everything you can. And if you have money to buy just some external hard drives of big capacity, regardless are HDD or SSD, by all means do it and start saving all that content because they are going to regulate the internet. But and speaking of that, we have this the GOP decision to support Trojan horse age verification bills that will make online ID a reality and at a time when the prompt debate is still uphill. Started by the right wingers and the left obviously agreed to that. So Arizona legislators passes age verification bill. Don't you love it when these shitty parents? It's been demonstrated that they are just shitty parents again. This is the reason why you should pay attention to these fucking idiots. To criminalize them. You know what? Since they want to play, the left loves to play so much those games of demonizing people, you can start with these idiots because they are not parenting their children properly. They are not doing parenting. They want the government to intervene with their lives. And at the end of the day, they are not going to get what they voted for because it's like the monkey's pound or the gene in the lamp. The wishes you make, well, comes with a caveat. This is will be the end result. So yeah, even going through this, just to read you that, yeah, it's not nonsense. Arizona legislature passes the age verification bill law. So on Monday, they passed the state's version of the age verification bills being sponsored around the country by the pro-religious conservative activists, despite vocal opposition from Democratic legislators. So it's saying that even some leftists are like, "Oh man, he's going to get those fuck. We are going to get us so far. We're going to this another one." Well, yeah, that's the thing, and because this is going to affect them too. It's going to affect everyone. But you know how this is the reason why I don't pick sides from the both. I hate the left the most for what they have done, but I hate the right equivalent at the same amount of hate for endorsing what the left do, playing the cock games, cocking themselves, and at the same time pushing for authoritarian shit like this. So you have HB 2596 has been sent to Democratic Governor Kathy Hobbs, who has 5 days to either sign into law or veto it. If Hobbs does need it within the same time frame, HB 2596 will become law automatically. So she doesn't even have to say anything. And just like, sorry, we didn't have a proper answer. And that's the pisses me out. You say, this is only for the US. No fucking idiots. If they push to this in the US and spread through whole states, they are going to make sure to spread the message to other countries to copy the same authoritarian behavior. That's what ends up at the end of the day. Free Speech Coalition is urging Arizona to tell governor that she should veto this dangerous and ineffective bill, and has set up a page where they can email Hobbs. hey, hey, your decision. And she's like, nah, direct to spam. So there you have it, people. There you have it. So again, finding out that who is the main one doing the surveillance, the left doing always the surveillance of people's lives, and then the right helping the left. That's why is what they are. What is, oh, sorry. This is what you called an establishment. This is how you called it, an establishment. And honestly, this is what pisses me off. That when right wingers could have the victory by just stop doing what they do, or saying my morality, my optics, but well, the mask eventually falls off. That's why I keep saying people need someone like Javier Milei around the entire world. Someone deserves to have a president that deregularize and just cut off government overreach. But well, that's pretty much everything I needed to say here in this video. Thanks for watching and take care.